Hi, my name is Earl Slick. Welcome to my living room and my guitar collection. We'll be talking about a few guitars today. First one would be actually almost one of the first ones I ever bought that was a real guitar. This is a 1968 Gibson J45 that I bought in 1970. It was brand new, and I paid $170 including the case and the tax. And somehow I managed to hold on to this thing all these years. It does have some history to it, as using it as a kid, and then working with David Bowie. This guitar was used on the Young Americans album, the Station album. It was used on John Lennon's Double Fantasy and Milk and Honey, and an array of other recordings, and still one of my absolute favorite guitars in the world. It gets better with age. Alright, next, my Gibson J200 Mini 75th anniversary guitar. It was to 2012. Got it about a year, less than a year. It's like the new toy. This one Gibson gave me as a gift, and a much appreciated gift. And I put history on this one right away, but this was used on a track called Valentine's Day on the new David Bowie The Next Day album. So I broke it in pretty good right away. And this is another fave. Sounds different than the J45. It's a little bit more high end on it. Not as big sounding, but very clear and wonderful instrument. Okay, this one is my Gypsy Jazz guitar. It's a Gitan, compliments of Saga Music. It's the guitar that Django Reinhardt used to use back in the day for all that Gypsy Jazz and all that really fast stuff that he used to do that I really don't have a clue. So I actually got the guitar because it's got a kind of, the way I've got it set up, I've got on a Diodario Gypsy Jazz strings on it, which give you a good clangy sound, and it's good for if you want a really good ratty blues sound, which is not what it's meant for, but Alright, moving on to electrics. This is my famous Earl Slick model. We developed this guitar about 2 or 3 years ago on my specs, and it's got my favorite stuff on it. I mean, the neck was made for me to suit my hands. I've got 2 Guitar Fetish P90s that were hand wound for me, as well as a Bigsby. And it's a very simple old school guitar. One of my favorites, and this one's been used quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. This is also used extensively on the new David Bowie record, in particular on Valentine's Day, the signature lick at the front. That that's this guitar, and I think the whole song is this guitar, and it's served me quite well. It works in any situation, whether live or you know, in the studio, and it sounds like this. Oh, and my VIP sticker from the last Rolling Stones gig. I don't normally stick things on my guitar, but I didn't want to lose the sticker, so I knew I wasn't going to lose the guitar, so they kind of go together from now on. Okay, next, my famous Mayfield 330 Gibson 335 type guitar, old school, very very simple again. I've got two DiMarzio humbuckers in it, and it's you know, traditional wiring. Actually, it's got the Tone Pros hardware on it, and this guitar, it's got a little bit, it's got more of an old school. Do the old Chuck thing with it, and matter of fact, I used this guitar October 2012 at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they did Chuck Berry Week, and the end result was a concert in honor of Chuck, which he actually closed off with a few songs, and I used this. I did two of Chuck's songs with the backup band with myself and David Johansen on vocals, and you know, because of the nature of the music, I used this guitar for that. This is also on the new David Bowie Next Day album as well. I used this on some rhythm parts on the record, and it's also one of my favorites. It's pretty versatile guitar and old school, and okay, here's a homemade guitar that my luthier buddy Rick Mullen, who does all my repairs and guitar work, he built this for me. I had a few guitars stolen, and one of them was like one of my favorite Les Pauls about 5 years ago. And as a gift, he said, you know, I really feel bad about that. Let me build you something. What do you want? So, you know, if we could build like a melody maker kind of a guitar, that would be kind of cool. And at the time, I started a line of guitar straps for the guitar fetish called Slick Straps, and I was doing artwork that was very similar to this. And I said, you know what, when you cut the body out, send it over to me and I'll paint it while you're building the neck. And he actually built this entire thing by hand, the neck, the body, everything, and I did the paint job. And I've used this extensively. It hasn't hit its stride on an iconic record yet, but it'll get used. And one of my faves. Alright, here's my latest acquisition. It's my James Trussart Red Star. It's a Tele style guitar and very unique sounding, and I just love the aesthetic of it. And I got this a couple months ago, and it's kind of the new toy. I guess everything's the new toy. Everything I play is the new toy, but I actually love this one. It's just got a thing. Alright, next one. This is the oldest guitar in the house. It's a 1965 Gibson SG Junior that I really messed up. It sounds great. It still plays great. The neck is as straight as a board. Over the years, it went through a variety of changes and pickup changes and paint jobs, and this is what I did to it. These, I knew what they meant when I put them on, but I forgot. But they look cool. And I think, oh, there's one on the back. So anyway, I painted this one, and this guitar I bought in 1966 or so. I got one 67 maybe. Anyway, it's a 65, but I bought it brand new, and it was overstock. Left at the original Sam Ash store in Brooklyn, New York. Paid $130 for it with a case and tax, brand new. I don't know why I remember that, but this was my main guitar for quite a while. And this is the guitar that was used on David Live at the Tower, the Diamond Dogs tour, as well as this was also used on Double Fantasy and Milk and Honey. And there was a couple of solos I did on that record with this, but this has been a mainstay for years. I don't take it out of the house often, and it's not allowed on tour, but you know, I still record with it, and I still play it around the house. And it is a Gibson, even though it doesn't look like one anymore, but it still does the trick. It sounds great. Let's do a Bowie lick, just for giggles. One of my favorites.